Hey guys, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Monday, March 4th, and I hope you're holding strong in this new asset class that is crypto. Guys, I got big news to share with you here. First and foremost, this is not financial or investment advice. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Also, smash the like button. First round of news here. We got some details into the Starbucks Bakkt deal. Last year, we heard the announcement of the launch of Bakkt and what they're planning to do with institutional trading and custody services, also offering physically backed Bitcoin futures. They talked about their partnership with Starbucks as well as Microsoft. Well, we got some info here as far as what type of deal and some details, not all of it. So shout out to Mike Dudas of the Block who tweeted this and gave a snapshot of the articles because the article is locked from a premium standpoint. You have to pay to read it. So scoop, Starbucks received significant equity and Bakkt in return for commitment to allow Bitcoin payments in store in 2019. There's high value from having a brand of this level. A payment expert close to the deal told the Block, especially for relatively new names like Bakkt, who benefit from the coffee heavyweights support. In return, the coffee chain has secured a mutually beneficial agreement, read generous equity deal. The percentage of Bakkt shares granted to Starbucks is confidential, but sources suggest it is disproportionately high given that they did not actually make a cash investment. So Bakkt gave Starbucks obviously shares, and this is a great incentive for Starbucks to really co-market this deal and the usage of Bakkt's app, right? Because they have shares, they want to see it grow, and look, at the end of the day, they really have nothing to lose if you think about it, because they didn't invest actual cash. So they will try to, of course, build this up. And let me continue reading here. There's also likely to be mutual marketing perks. This makes sense given the large portion of Starbucks' upfront investment in Bakkt has come from their marketing budget, sources noted. Perhaps at the very least, we can expect Bakkt to install a branded latte dispenser in every boardroom. In return, Starbucks has agreed to allow coffee lovers to pay in store using Bakkt software, which will instantly transfer their fiat crypto into fiat. Although Starbucks' final books will remain clear of digital assets, it's a serious testament to their faith in Bakkt, marking Starbucks' first foray into the crypto world. So like I said, Starbucks has shares of Bakkt. They would want to see those shares increase in value and have the company grow, of course. And it's beneficial for them because if it can enable this folks who own crypto to easily use it in their stores, right, it's another avenue to earn more revenue. And obviously Starbucks on the back end will have those shares that they can possibly sell at any time and cash out and make a lot of money, right? And Bakkt is, of course, powered by the New York Stock Exchange parent company, ICE Intercontinental Exchange. This is a huge deal. We got some more insight here, and big things are ahead. We know Bakkt is waiting for the the CFTC's approval. So really the government is slowing things down here. But guys, look at this. Corporate giants getting involved here with crypto, both from a partnership like Starbucks and Bakkt, and also from a service providing of trading and custody like your Fidelities and your TD Ameritrades and so forth. Now, Abacus Journal added to this. They retweeted Mike's tweet and said, Starbucks has the largest mobile payments ecosystem in the US, 26 million strong. 26 million, the largest, guys. And we know everybody has a smartphone now. So this is going to be big. And there's a lot of Starbucks locations in the United States. So you can just imagine where we are headed with this. And obviously Bitcoin's going to be part of it, but of course they're going to have the top cryptos, Ethereum, I'm sure of, XRP and so forth, Litecoin. So big things are ahead. I hope you see what's happening here, but we have to be patient. Now, speaking of big money and governments, I always tell you guys to look at big money, what they're doing, look at the governments and what they're doing, and not just price. You have to look at price, because price is the value of your portfolio. But you have to understand market cycles, bear and bull, and where we are in the timeline. We're very early, and a lot of the building and partnerships and things are now happening and coming to fruition. Now, there's one company I didn't even know about, and guess what? They're going to compete with Bakkt. They are an institutional crypto service. So new exchange launches, letting institutions custody their own crypto. A lot of great stuff out of this. I'm trying to get an interview with the CEO, by the way. A new crypto exchange for institutional investors is launching this month with an unusual approach to custody. LGO Markets, based in New Jersey, officially launched Monday with limited functionality, allowing new users to set up and fund their accounts. However, spot trading in Bitcoin will start March 11th. According to the CEO, Hugo Renaudin, the company has secured 10 institutional clients already. Now listen to this. Mostly over-the-counter trading desks, plus several hedge funds, crypto businesses, and market makers. Another 56 clients are in the process of onboarding, he said. Big things are ahead, and we've been talking about crypto hedge funds, investment firms, and a lot of them coming from Wall Street, some from Silicon Valley. You have these venture capital folks. They are getting in both buying crypto and then investing in the companies that are building services for crypto. So huge things are ahead, guys. The firm will soon face stiff competition with large financial firms like Fidelity Investments, which is launching this month, and the New York Stock Exchange parent company Intercontinental Exchange, Bakkt, which we just talked about. They also said that, not to mention the already live up-and-comer Seed CX. But Renaudin, the CEO, said he sees plenty of potential clients out there. This is a quote. There are roughly 400 institutional clients that are currently trading in the cryptocurrency market. We estimated that this by talking to the crypto-friendly banks. Among these 400, it's mostly hedge funds, proprietary trading firms, OTC brokers, a few family offices, asset managers, and purely crypto players like lending platforms that consider trading Bitcoin as part of their business. So really insightful information here. We're getting a pulse on how many they're onboarding, as well as the ones that are potentially out there based on the crypto-friendly banks they've talked to. So they're doing something interesting here, guys, with their whole model. It's really interesting. So it says LGO's model combines elements of centralized and decentralized exchanges. Like DEX, or decentralized exchanges, clients will store their funds independently, but the order book will be run on a central server and the trades will be settled by a clearing firm. At the same time, all orders will get broadcast to the Bitcoin network and recorded on the blockchain, time-stamped and visible to everyone. This will eliminate the risk of LGO front-running its own clients. Very, very interesting approach that they're taking here. And here's what their website looks like. So they talk about their smart crypto wallets, and they have the exchange and so forth. And once again, this is for institutional investors. And guys, I didn't even see this coming. And they're gonna be a big player. They're gonna compete with Bakkt and Fidelity and ErisX and so forth. So the institutional service game is heating up here, guys. The competition's coming, and that's a great sign for us who are ahead of the curve. We are the early adopters. We have to just be patient. Now, speaking of big money, guys, Panthera and Yale-backed Paradigm get behind crypto broker in a new fundraising round. Yale-backed Paradigm and Panthera Capital are getting behind crypto broker Tagomi, which I've talked about on this channel. The company announced Monday. The firm, which offers execution services for crypto investors, has the former head of electronic trading at Goldman Sachs as its co-CEO. The firm is also led by CEO Jennifer Campbell, who spent 2 years on the investment team at Union Square Ventures. The new funding follows a previous $60 million round, which included participation from investors such as Digital Currency Group and SB Angel. The new raise brings the firm's total funding to date to $28 million. Here's a quote from Panthera Capital CEO Dan Moorhead. We view the development of an electronic agency offering as a critical step in empowering funds like Panthera to have complete control and anonymity when transacting in digital assets. So guys, the investments continue. The money, the fundraising, the acquisitions, the mergers, and so forth continue. Moving ahead here, guys, speaking of watching what the governments are doing, we're seeing a lot of states in the United States that are taking action, guys, to release pro-crypto and pro-blockchain friendly bills. And we heard about Rhode Island the other day. We know Wyoming is doing a lot, Ohio. Well, Utah bill would exempt blockchain firms from the Money Transmitter Act. So a lawmaker from the U.S. state of Utah has introduced a bill that would stop blockchain firms from being classed as money transmitters. Republican Senator Daniel Hemert filed Senate Bill 213 last week, proposing that any person who facilitates the creation, exchange, or sale of certain blockchain-related products should be exempt from the state's Money Transmitter Act. The bill also aims to create a legislative group called the Blockchain Pilot Project Evaluation Task Force to study the potential of the technology in government services. Now, we also heard a similar move from Pennsylvania in January where they were looking to do the same thing. So more crypto-friendly bills and laws looking to be passed here. We know the ultimate is the Token Taxonomy Act, and I'm hoping Congress can pass that, guys. That would be big. Now, moving ahead here, Bitcoin coders send international lightning payment over ham radio. This is interesting. In what appears to be the first of its kind transaction, two developers working in separate countries have successfully sent a Bitcoin lightning payment over radio waves. Organized over Twitter this past weekend, the transaction was sent by Rodolfo Novak, a co-founder of Bitcoin hardware startup CoinKite, to developer and Bloomberg columnist Elaine Wu. The completed payment effectively moved real Bitcoin from Toronto, Canada to San Francisco, California. While radio technology is most commonly used for broadcasting music or talk radio, it's actually capable of much more than that. As the two developers showcase, radio can also be used to boost the resilience of the Bitcoin network. This is interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if I want to have crypto sent over radio, but the fact that it can be done is very interesting. So let's see how the Lightning Network continues to grow. Bitcoin needs the Lightning Network, or it's going to be in trouble because we know its utility sucks as is. It needs the Lightning Network to improve scalability as well as speed and the cost per transactions. Now, moving ahead here, we got news that XRP is launching on the USD to crypto lending platform, joining Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So they're talking about BlockFi. Many of you have heard about it. They're essentially the crypto loan company. I'm actually looking to get an interview with them as well. So great to see that they're adding support for XRP. And according to CEO Zach Prince, the company focuses on liquidity, volatility, and consumer demand as three key criteria for coin selection. Currently, users can borrow US dollars by using three cryptocurrencies as collateral: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. The company offers loans from $2,000 at a 4.5 interest rate. So very interesting. XRP will be added to the platform in April or May. So continued adoption and integration of XRP. Now, shout out to Frank Chaparro of The Block. Says Circle receives FINRA approval to acquire Seed Invest. We heard about this deal last year, like in Q3 or something, and they now got their FINRA approval to do it. So as you can see, these things take time, and we have to be patient. Also, Tom Shaughnessy, here he kind of outlined all the things that Circle they have been doing. So he says Circle is quietly building an empire, raised 246 million last year, purchased cryptocurrency exchange Poloniex for 400 million. We heard about this. Closed acquisition of Seed Invest today, which is what I just shared here. And let's see, it's in parentheses, 220 fundraising campaigns, average size 500K, which equal to $110 million. They're looking to raise another $250 million, which we talked about yesterday. So the big money is setting up shop with blood on the streets, with the prices low. This is when smart money operates in. Count yourself lucky that you're here, guys. Now, we got some interesting news. Tether is going to launch on the Tron blockchain. I'm not sure what is going on here. I personally don't leverage Tether. I own some Tron, but let's see. Let me give you some details here. So it says they're launching their controversial USD stablecoin on the Tron blockchain. USDT will operate as a TRC20 token that's interoperable with protocols and dApps on Tron. Tether has so far existed predominantly on Omni layer, which was built on top of the Bitcoin blockchain. But a small portion, nearly 3% of the circulating supply, was also issued on ERC20 tokens on top of Ethereum. So let's see where this goes. I'm not sure. I mean, it sounds like it's good for Tron, but there's some fishy things that have been happening with Tron and Binance and even Tether. I can't 100% with 100% certainty say, you know, what's going on, but there are some things I've been reading and seeing. So let's see what happens here, and I'm curious to see when regulations come into the market, what's going to happen to a lot of these projects, especially if they've been doing some sort of shady stuff. But let's see. Now, finally, Spend.com, also trying to get an interview with them. They have added Stellar Lumens, and this is kind of old news, but I just saw it today. They posted this late last month, and they've added it on here where you can spend, you know, your Stellar Lumens at different locations. They had added XRP as well not too long ago, and we're continuing to see crypto getting adopted in ways that you can use it and spend it and so forth. And obviously, I think the biggest coming from, or will be, Starbucks and Bakkt, where you can spend in Starbucks, guys. So big news. I know I covered a lot here, guys, but it's all important stuff. And as an investor, you want to be informed and you want to look at the facts, not people making stuff up. So that's why I tried to show you the facts here. And I would love to hear what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. Thank you for your support, and I'll talk to you guys later.